Gather around, island lovers. It's Demi and Jasmine with your Fire Pit Chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island. This episode is brought to you by Fashion Pass. If you heard Demi go off on a tangent yesterday about the mystery bag she was looking at, it was our Fashion Pass return. Fashion Pass is the unlimited clothing rental subscription that you need if you want cute clothes and accessories, but you don't have the closet space to keep all of it forever. It's one flat price for seriously cute stuff and free shipping, free dry cleaning, and you can swap whenever you want. Fashion Pass offers $60 off your first month when you sign up, but it will automatically switch the promo code to welcome. So be sure to be loyal and support your girls and use Fire Pit Chat for your code instead, because it's still going to take the $60 off your first month, but you're supporting your girls at the same time as you're getting a great deal. And Fashion Pass has such cute clothes. It's so easy to swap. We're both wearing Fashion Pass. I'm wearing a little corsetti number, can't breathe.
And I'm wearing this bridal jacket. Honestly, like, I think I'm going for this bridal section. Like, I don't care that I'm already, like, wed off.
Yeah. Well, you're still a bride. She was once
True.
a bride. Once a bride, always a bride.
I am celebrating my 3-year anniversary tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What are you
Getting
guys going to do?
some Trattoria Romana.
Ooh, fantastic.
Before the pod.
Ooh, fantastic. Demi will be in a food coma.
Yeah, I will.
So sorry. I just got so excited about the Italian food.
But
I'm
no,
not
like,
eating.
this jacket is literally everything.
And they have a bridal edit on there, which is what we're talking about. And now that I'm engaged.
I know, like, I feel like you should wear this with the jean skirt.
I know. And they have
Magic
the
Mike.
sets. It's so good. It's so good. I'm so
like,
tempted.
are you sure you don't want to do that?
No, I'm honestly might.
You should. You
It's
wear
a
black
fun
all the
look.
time.
I literally only wear black.
You should wear this. Like, it's such a vibe.
And the material's so good.
Yeah, it's denim, so the skirt's probably denim.
Exactly, and that's
so
what I
cute.
need.
You could wear the Shop Everybody Co. bodysuit with it.
Oh, yeah.
And there's
that'd
your
be
day.
Snatchy.
I think you should do that. We're going to pick our outfits for this weekend because we're going to Magic Mike Live.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to London, I think, next, or they were just there.
Oh.
It was an ad on during Love Island. And I was like,
I
we're
didn't
going
catch
there
that.
Saturday.
Yeah, we're excited.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, episode 37. We are digesting the speech that Tanya gave
Yes.
with Shaq. And then I guess he's getting heated. Like, his blood is starting to boil.
Yeah.
Then he is at the fire pit with Olivia and Maxwell. And he's like, I want to start some drama. Do you see Olivia's face?
It was like a kid on Christmas morning.
She was like, finally, I could take a night off. You have this one tonight.
I've never seen more excitement in someone's eyes. And she's like, you know that face where it's like, yikes, but it's like not really yikes? Or it would have been like, no. Like, she wasn't talking him out of it. She was like, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
She was like, do it. Maxwell's like, no, you shouldn't. Olivia's like, she lit up.
She lit up. She was so ecstatic. And he walked over there. I honestly thought it was going to be worse from the promos.
Yeah.
But Martin is like a sore loser.
Yes, he's a sore loser. I also think, who was acting, like Zara, like, I feel like you remember Zara? She kept making herself look worse and worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like this is what Martin is now, and he's the guy who can't stop sending paragraphs.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't even think he liked Tanya.
Yeah.
But he's just obsessed with her just because it made him feel bad because he lost.
Yeah.
Like, if another bombshell walked in, I think he would have dropped Tanya so fast.
Totally.
But I do think he's just, like, embarrassed. And, I mean, he did get brought back for literally no reason. And he's mad about being a test, but Bud, like, you're a test. It's okay.
But, like, I'm on the other hand being like, this is his shit that he's saying. You know when you're in a fight and just the things you mean to say aren't coming out the way you mean to say it, and that's what I feel like was happening to Martin. But I got the context of it because he was like, I kept trying to say things are weird, things are distant.
Right.
You kept saying no, you were beating around the bush. Like, he was seeing what we were always seeing, and he was getting the I'm a bad texter speech from Tanya.
Totally. It is true. Like, it is true. I've been in that position. I'm sure we all have been in that position before where you're like, oh, I feel like you're pulling away, and the guy's like, no, I'm not. I'm right here. Like, and it's like,
I've been you this whole time.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's always been you. And then like 2 weeks later, they're back with their ex, and you're like, oh, so that's why you're being distant.
Right. So I wasn't crazy. I wasn't making shit up. I was right.
Totally.
That's what I think Martin, I think he's just like losing it.
Yeah, I think so too. Also, like, that stings. Yeah. It hurts, but he definitely didn't come out on top the way he handled it.
No, he didn't.
He came out like a crying little baby.
No.
Wow, Martin. Like, I don't feel, I should feel bad for Martin, but I don't.
I think my, like, burning passion for Tanya is making me sympathize with Martin.
Yeah, because you're unlike.
Because I get it. I understand why. I don't. There's always a way to handle something. So he's just not doing that right, which sucks because we could have really all rooted for him.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get it. And then the next day, they're all chatting in their different little spots. And I feel like Olivia got the call she was on Love Island. And she just spent hours in the mirror rehearsing lines. Because they're all rehearsed. And then she's like, she gives a little facial expression. It's like it's an acting class. Yeah. It's a role she's playing, obviously. And just because she's like, I have had my ups and downs in this villa. And I'm finally starting to get feelings. No. And I'm like, oh.
And you said that about Kai. I'm catching feelings. Oops.
Exactly.
Oops, catching feelings. I'm like, no, it's not cute. No. You're not catching feelings. You barely know his name. It's ridiculous. You've been back from Casa for like 3 days. You're not catching anything.
This whole like storyline is so bizarre to me. And then Olivia tells Tanya that she should apologize, which Tanya was like really looking at her like, shut the fuck up, bitch. One, because I don't think she wanted to apologize.
No, I think she wanted to do the Tanya thing and just be like, he should apologize to me.
Yes. But then again, I'm wondering if she's looking at Olivia being like, you're telling me I need to apologize. Right. So I feel like it was a bilingual reaction. Not lingual, but like it was a dual reaction to Olivia saying that to her. Right. Kind of like, one, you're a hypocrite. Two, I don't fucking want to do that.
Yeah. But I do think it sunk in. She's like, oh, maybe I look like I'm in the wrong, because she later does apologize.
Yes, which was good.
And so I know Olivia did it just for the show of it, but I'm glad she did say that to Tanya, because she should have apologized.
Totally. And then when Tanya does go to apologize, Martin's just, really, now you're just being a dead horse. Because it's like, do you like her? Because are you trying to win her back? Like, what is your game plan? Are you trying to have the last word?
Yeah, I think Martin would have looked better if he just kept a little bit more quiet. So it's so true. It's like when she came over and she apologized and he's still trying to go on and on. I'm like, no, just drop it. Just be like, appreciate the apology.
Exactly.
We can be civil.
Exactly.
Just what else are you going to say at that point?
I know. And so then Tom and Casey are at the gym. Okay, I'm really curious with what you think about this moment, because they're working out and Casey is like almost starting to find excuses. He's getting upset about this Claudia comment saying she would have had, if he came back with another couple, they would have been done. To me, that was like so illegitimate of what you were upset about. Like, I feel like he's just trying to find reasons. Like, we know he doesn't like her, and clearly this episode is starting to unravel. Oh my gosh. And I think Casey was saying to Tom that Claudia should explore. If a bombshell walked in, I would hope that she would explore. It's like, who would want that?
Certainly no one that likes that person. So, yeah, he was upset because they were talking about Shaq and Tanya, who Shaq, by the way, after that speech, complete amnesia. Totally forgot everything Tanya ever did to him. So true. Was just like, no girl's ever done that for me. I'm like, told you she liked you in front of some other people? Like,
so true.
Anyway, and then I forget how it got brought up between Claudia, Casey, Tom, and Sammy about how...
Oh, they were saying that Shaq forgave her quickly or something? Or no, I think they were just sympathizing with Martin, saying that I get it. she did come back. She shouldn't have, like, I think they were doing that.
Oh, yeah, and it was one of those lines where it's like, you don't know what you have until it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, yeah, I mean, we fucked up, but, and then Casey's like, but we didn't bring anyone back. And Claudia's like, yeah, it would have been done if you did.
Right.
Casey had good points. So he's like, really? It would have been done after 3 days of knowing you? And when you put it like that, it's psychotic.
I know.
3 days of knowing someone and, like, you wouldn't talk to them again if they got to know someone else in Casa.
I know.
It is psychotic, but I think it's giving him the ick. Like, he might have found that endearing and silly if Lana said it, because he likes Lana.
Yeah,
clearly,
he just doesn't like Claudia.
But he just doesn't like Claudia. So he's getting the ick, and that probably just, every little thing she's doing that's not, like, tolerable probably is just pushing him over the edge.
Agreed. I had a thought when you were talking about Casey and Claudia, but
that they've known each other for 3 days.
No, it'll come back to me.
Sorry.
But anyway, I found that just he kept being like, I'm really happy. It's like, why do you keep repeating this? Like, you're not that happy. Oh, and this is what I was thinking about is I can't figure out if I like Claudia or not. Like, I do, but then it's like it's this weird thing I have.
Do you know?
I have that with a few, like, people on TV.
Do you know, I don't think I like her. Like,
right?
if I think about it, like, I'm not gravitating towards her. Like, I want to like her because she's someone new and she was good for Casey.
Exactly.
But, like, I don't find anything she does, like, I want to like her. Rich dad, cute. Like, I love it. She's got everything a girl could want. But I'm not, like, I don't like her, I guess. I don't dislike her. But she's, like, low-key, like, annoying.
But
not annoying.
People are saying, like, oh, she needs to be the next one to go. First, it's Olivia, then Claudia. But I'm not seeing that side where she's, like, trying to get attention. I think if she was in a different couple, I think if a bombshell walked in and a really, like, a guy who's more, I think this is forced. I think Casey and Claudia are forced. As much as did you see the tweet I did of, honestly, I think it's my best tweet I've ever done in my life. It's the video of Ron Swanson, like, in the spiral desk.
Oh, yeah.
And he's moving, and the girl's trying to talk to him, and he keeps turning around, and it's, like, me ignoring all of Casey's red flags.
So good. Oh, my God. That's so good.
I know. It's, like, I know Casey's, there's something off with him. I just love him too much.
He's a fuck.
He's a fuckboy, yeah. He's a
that's
player.
What he is. He's a player. But he's a likable player, so at least he's not a Ron. There's different types of F-boys, right? There's different types of players. Casey's the likable one. You can't get that mad at Casey. Even if you're being played by him at the end of the day. Like, you're a little salty, but you forgive him easier than, like, the Ron F-boys.
Tom and Casey.
Totally. Like, and that's why they're best friends.
Yes.
So I think Claudia's, like, kind of giving insecure because I'm sure in her gut intuition, she can feel that Casey's not that into it. And I think that's why later on she spirals about the Lana comment in the game. And I think
she just knows. I think she knows deep down that when a guy keeps, like, pushing you off to other people, he's not into it. Like, and Casey is, again, really good with his words, but he is not into it. He's just not into it.
And he's being nice about it.
Yeah.
But I think we're picking up on that insecurity from her, which she, like, rightfully so. She feels insecure because he's not into you.
Right.
But I think that's and it's like she's trying too hard because she's insecure. So something about that is turning me off too. She's holding on to it too hard.
Yes. Okay. I agree with that. I don't know about the insecurity thing because I'm not seeing that. I just think that she's, like, onto a hunch and she's right.
Right.
But I don't know if that's insecurity.
No, I don't mean insecurity within herself. I meant in the insecurity with her and Casey. Yeah, I think she's confident in herself.
Yeah. She
gives off, like, very confident vibes, but insecure just in terms of how Casey feels about her.
Totally. I feel that. We'll resurface this because the episode gets
Something's
interesting.
Something's gonna happen.
Yeah, later. But Will and Jesse are sitting on the daybeds, and they are having, like, the what are we convo. She's like, I'm going to chill out. Like, I'm in a great spot. And then the Islanders play a game called Knowing Me, Knowing You. And then they all break off into their couples. I don't know if we talked about this before, but then we found out that Olivia is a Gemini.
No, I literally, when I heard Gemini, I was like,
got it. Right. I was like, oh, okay.
Say less. Yeah.
Say no more. And we'll just go over the juicy ones. But it was Honestly, I wish Martin wasn't in this damn game because everyone seemed to like put him as the easy target.
Yeah, I felt bad for him
because they didn't want to pin everybody. It's like that would have gotten real juicy if Martin wasn't in there and Maxwell wasn't in there.
Then what?
Then what are you gonna say?
But no one said Maxwell. They're all like,
no,
I've only known Martin the least. I'm like, bro, you guys don't know Maxwell either.
I think they see what everyone sees with Martin. He was definitely playing a game.
Yeah.
So which Islanders do you think is the least genuine in the villa? Sanam and Kai say Olivia. Martin and Tanya say Kai. And then Casey, Lana, Ron, Sammy say Martin. Yeah. I wish, like, other people said Olivia.
I know. But the girls are friends with Olivia. All of them.
I know.
They all are.
I don't think they are, though. I just think they don't want drama.
Yeah.
That's probably why. Then it was, which couple do you think is the most compatible in the villa? And Martin was the only one saying Will and Jesse. And that's kind of where this whole storyline comes, where Jesse's getting freaked out a little bit. What do you think? Do you think she's, like...
I think she's reading
overthinking
into it a bunch.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah.
Because, like Will said, Casey and Tom are going to pick each other because they're best friends. And the rest of them just, like, you guys just went through a massive kind of, like, test.
True.
So now it's not, like, peak Will and Jesse, you know what I mean? And other people are being really strong right now. So it's, you guys aren't the easy answer anymore,
True.
You know?
Very true. That's so true. Because they were really, them two and Shaq and Tanya were the only couples, really.
Right. You were the only answer they could give. Now they just have options. It doesn't mean that you're incompatible.
So true. What Islander do they trust the least? Sanam says Kai would choose Olivia. Kai wrote Claudia. And most people say Martin.
Yeah. I thought that was weird he chose Claudia.
I know, so random. But I guess they probably have never... have we seen them speak?
Yeah, it's so true. They probably just never talk to each other.
No.
So true.
And girls choose which Islander of the opposite sex your boy would couple up with if this wasn't you. And Casey said Lana. And it's like, if I were in your position, just say Sammy.
It's so
it's
easy.
More embarrassing for you.
Totally. It's low dingling fruit. And
dingling.
Dingling. Yo, dingling fruit.
Is that dingling?
It's dangling. Wait, it's not. It's hanging.
Low dangling.
The
low
phrase
hanging.
Is low hanging fruit. I'm like, low dingling. And then I doubled down. I was like, yeah, low dangling fruit. Like, is dangling a word? Oh my God, guys, I can't. My brain is mush. Not me sitting in a corset losing. My oxygen isn't going to my brain. I can't think. I'm like, low dangling fruits. I can't.
You're gonna be like passed out at minute 25.
Don't make me laugh. I need all the air again.
I know.
So it would have been so much easier for him to say Sammy. Obviously, it's your best friend's mate.
I know.
You guys are good. And yeah, exactly like you were saying. It's embarrassing like you didn't get Lana. So why are you gonna say Lana? Like I'm still pining over you.
Exactly. Like what? That is so awkward. I'm just like, why would you say that for yourself? Like, aren't you embarrassed at that answer? Oh, it would be Lana, obviously. And like Lana is so far gone.
So far gone.
I had hope, but it's not even a blimp on her radar. Like, it is never gonna happen. So, which I think was valid for Claudia being like, that was just so strange. Like, why did you say that? It's so weird. It makes it we all still felt like you were pining over Lana, and now you just like solidified
it. You said it. Yeah. Honestly, if I was Claudia, I would be annoyed too. If it was the guy I like and he's like, oh, I still like the girl that I was talking to before you, I'd be like, ow.
Do you know, like, that major red flag?
Major, yeah.
It was kind of telling
like,
you. Can't see.
Can't see it.
Close your earmuffs. Yeah, so I thought that was, like, such a crazy thing that he did that. I don't know. I feel like you should have just gone with the safe bet because it doesn't look good for anybody.
And you gotta know that's gonna upset Claudia.
It makes you just got over this weirdness between you and Lana. Now it's weird again, even though Lana can literally give less than a fuck.
Yeah, she does not care.
She does not like Casey. I really wish that that storyline continued.
I wish she genuinely liked Casey because I do think he would have been loyal to her like throughout Casa. I think,
agree.
And what he says at the end of the episode makes it pretty obvious that I think I think they'd be endgame if
I
she was
really
into
do
it.
think so too.
But she's not. And I think that's even more of a reason he's not endgame with Claudia because like he never really got over the Lana thing.
Yeah, and he has to see it every single day.
Totally.
Like, which is, I'm glad that Sammy said, which is valid in here, just like own it.
Mm-hmm.
It is so impossible to get over that. Like, that is why I guess Olivia's still on this Kai thing. I guess we thought she didn't like him. Maybe she's playing into it a little too strong, but.
Yeah.
And then Jesse said Layla for Will. Oh, yeah.
Savage. I loved it.
That was unreal.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Good one. You made a little joke.
I know. That was so funny. And so, okay, here's the combo that really annoyed me. It was Tom, Sammy, Olivia, and Maxwell on those day beds.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And this is where Olivia just, like, has to speak bad about somebody.
Totally.
It's like she has, like, an illness where she, like, has to talk bad about people. And it's so bold to do that in this villa. Like, I pray that's shown like, I pray the comment that she said about Sammy is shown on movie night.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's just a blast on Olivia with friends. Like, I hope it's nothing with guys, because who fucking cares?
But she's always only talking bad about the girls. She's not talking bad about Tom. She's not talking bad about the other boys. She's only talking bad about the boys that she wants to blow up their spot, like, because they wronged her or something.
Yeah.
Kai, Tom. But it's only about the girls.
I know, but then she brings up Kai, and she's like, yeah, ever since I got back, he's been so different. To me, I think he looks happier. Maybe we don't know what's going on in there, but, like, I don't know. And then she brings up Casey and Claudia, and then Will and Jesse. So she, like, brings up everybody, and you could just see on Tom's face. But Sammy's, like, buying what Olivia is selling.
Right.
So Olivia has done a good job by getting all the girls to believe this fabrication that she is making up. And then she goes around and talks bad about them. I wish Will seems to be grafting for Jesse, and Tom's like, yeah, can we just drop this? Like,
right.
And then the Casey and Claudia thing, I don't know. She's just so smug. She needs to leave.
She's very smug. And let these people move on. If they're moving on, let them move on. Like, they don't need to live in this turmoil.
What kind of girl is that? The girl who just, like, kind of lives in that drama, loves to, like, hurt people. So she's definitely just, like, mentally not well.
Yeah. No, it's her time to go.
Yeah, it is. Come on. It has to be her. I hope if it's not Olivia, then this is, like, really, like, all of this is already planned. You know what I mean? Like, Love Island produced. Exactly, rigged. That's the word I was looking for. And so Jesse and Will are sitting. I think she's coming forward about her suspicions or whatever. And then I think Will was kind of like, we need to, like, move on, or it's not really gonna, like, we can't grow if you don't get over it, basically. But he was so nice and loving, and he makes such a good boyfriend, like,
such a good boyfriend.
Yeah.
Also, I really liked how he was like you should get over it, but I understand why you're thinking that, and I would never tell you to get over it quicker. It has only been 3 days.
Yeah.
Because you know when a guy fucks up and they're like, oh my god, like, we're past this now, you can't ever bring it up again, and it's like, no, I'm gonna think about it from time to time.
Yes.
And he didn't just, like, squash her feelings down. He heard her. He was like, listen, like, I disagree. I'm here for you now, but I get it, and you're allowed to feel the way you feel. And I thought that was such a stud way to handle it. Like, yeah, Will is a stud.
I think the only reason why I think they wouldn't be compatible, because everyone's like, she lives in Australia, but she did mention she wanted to move to the UK. Like, I feel like she moved to the UK and moved in with Will. I think they're solid. Like, I think they're solid.
And she did say, too, when they were talking by the pool, I really thought Will was going to ask her to be his girlfriend right there.
Yeah.
Because he did ask, what are we? And she was like, if we're together, like, we'll make it work. It's not that hard. Like, exactly. I will make it work. So I think AKA, like, I'll move to you.
Exactly. And so then back to this last moment where Claudia says something where she was like, I think Casey's not going for you because you're so solid with Ron. But if there was a gap, would he try to sneak in there? And 1,000%. He dropped it because they were so sold. And then as she's saying that, Casey's like, if Lana didn't say my heart is still with Ron, he might still be with her.
And that's just a case of a girl's intuition knows what is up.
So true.
Because as she's having that conversation with the girls, he's literally saying he would still be with Lana if it weren't for Ron to the boys. True. And that's just a gut feeling. She knew it.
Exactly, and that's why that's why she's in the back. Now the wheels were turning, and it's like all validate. Like
it's all making sense.
Yes, and we're always right. Like women are always right, and the boys just like manipulate us to think that we're crazy or we're thinking, but we're most likely always right. And the fact that he said that, I can't believe that. I knew it. It. It's like I wanted him and Claudia to work, but it just wasn't working. And then those Costa girls, they were just for fun.
Yeah, and no, they didn't have what it took to really like grab Casey away.
It's so crazy.
I also don't think any of them were Casey's type.
No, and you know what's unfair is I feel like when Lana and Casey went on their date, I just feel like she really performed to make Ron jealous, to almost make another guy interested in her. And it's like, was she genuine? Because if she was, like, that was real. Because then she kind of like dropped it. Like she almost acted so like, well, I think we're like, she was the one who was like, I think we have a good vibe. Like, I think we're doing this. I think we're doing this. And it was like, she was laying it on thick, I feel like, to get the rise of Ron.
Yeah.
And Casey was buying into it. And I just think that was muggy. But then tomorrow is movie night.
Oh my God. Movie night. When I saw that, I was like, movie night. I'm so excited.
I know. And they show no like, sneak peeks.
I know.
Sneak peek. So I'm so pumped. I just pray it's like Olivia, friends, Casey. What happens like if Casey? I think it'll be all Lana talk, because this was like the storyline. Like this kind of came out of nowhere.
Right. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Because it can't be Costa again. Because Claudia doesn't care.
Also, he literally like basically drew a diagram of him being straddled. Like we heard it, we get it.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's got to be something he says like to the boys by the pool about Lana or something.
Yes.
So that's definitely got to be what it is. I really don't care to rehash this whole Will and Jesse thing and see Jesse cry and see Will grovel again. Like I hope they really don't try to make it like, but it's gonna be something Will said that was like sketchy to Layla. It's gonna be something sketchy, it's gonna rehash, and I just don't have the time or energy for that right now.
We just healed,
and that's when they like to do movie night, and I get it, but I'm not really. But you know what I think it's gonna be interesting for is Tanya and Shaq.
I know that is gonna be a good one. I just don't want either Sammy or Tom. Like I'm okay.
I know, I'm good with my couples that I like. Will, Jesse, and you know what? I do think Tom's gonna get in hot water with this one.
He is.
And Sammy's like, I love them. They're so cute when they're like talking just in a couple, and
they're very cute.
He's so affectionate towards her. It's so
they really
cute.
like each other.
Oh my God, that's who I would vote to win it all. Totally. I love them.
Totally. I'm gonna wrap up this.
Yeah, because movie night's the night we're all here for. We can't give it all now.
Yeah, we're just giving predictions that we have nothing to say. So we will all tune back in tomorrow for movie night. Thank you guys all for listening to Fire Pit Chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island. I'm your host, Demi, and this is Jasmine, and we appreciate you listening. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts, so be sure to leave us a 5-star review and share with your fellow island lover, and we'll see you tomorrow.